Hello everyone, welcome to our new tutorial in infrastructure management. My name is Mudassir Hussain, a PhD student of Professor Mark. Today I want to discuss about Autodesk InfraWorks softwares. The content of my presentation is this. First of all, I will discuss group presentation, group project, and then introduction to Autodesk InfraWorks software, then basic workflow of this software, and then how we can download and install, and then model development in InfraWorks softwares like road, bridges, drainage system, environment system, and then how we can do structural analysis, and then animation and some case studies as well. So this is the group project. So you already have the details of the group projects. So in this group project, you will have 3 to 5 students, but no more than 5 students. And then you will do two tasks here. First of all is the presentation. So which will be like for 15 minutes, 12 minutes for presentation and 3 minutes for question and answer. And then in report, you can just create 4,000 to 600 words report, and then it should include 3D models, scheduling, cost estimation, work breakdown, structure, project control, etc. And then the group leader and group representative will submit this report to the Blackboard. And then how you can define your role. We are consider that you are a project manager and you have a medium-sized organization of 180 full-time employees and 200 to 500 labors, and the duration of the project is 1 year. And then the project is, we give you two projects, so you can select any projects among them, and also you can select any other projects as well if you want. But the important thing is that in this project you should have a BIM, like you can use Revit and InfraWorks. So for the BIM we already have, for the Revit we already have one tutorial, the guest lecture from South Korea, and for infrastructure I want to cover in this lecture. And then the final report should be submitted on 17th of April 2025. So this is the theoretical part. I do not want to go in detail. So first of all, this software is for infrastructure projects like road, bridges, tunnels, and other things as well. So that is why I want to discuss some theories. Like for highway design, we need some dimension and layout. We need a horizontal alignment, and we need some vertical alignment as well. And then we need some cross section, like number of vehicles, how many lines were there. And then before this InfraWorks software, we were using Autodesk AutoCAD Civil 3D, but that needs some design and documentation. So that is why nowadays people are using InfraWorks software. So there was a lot of issues in that Civil 3D software. So that is why nowadays people are using InfraWorks softwares, because it is very code and it is easy friendly, and we can easily use this because it do not need too much work. Why InfraWorks software? Is because you are thinking that like I am working in a real world. You can see all these things in a real world in this software, like built in natural environment. You can see all these natural environments here. So I will let you know in this tutorial. And also you have some model builders, you can use your own model, and then some bridge design, road design, drainage and analysis as well. So this is the basic flow of the software. When you are designing a road, first of all you have some data collection, and then you define your own design criteria, and then design a horizontal alignment and vertical alignment, then cut and fill area calculation, then bill of quantities, and then you have some animation value. So this is the start of our tutorial. So because I want to give you the practical application of this software. So first of all is the how to download and install. So for the download, you go to autodesk.com. So you can see here, I am here, and this is autodesk.com. So you can see, you can just, when you here, there is a sign in. So I am already signed in this account. And then in this tutorial you can go to the product, and in product you can see all product here, and in all product you can scroll down, And when you scroll down these products, so you will see there is InfraWorks software here. Maybe we need to scroll down again. And yeah, this is InfraWorks. So you can go to InfraWorks, and so once you have you go to InfraWorks, so you can just download it and install it. So once you install it, you need to sign up. You can see here. So you download, or you can go to autodesk.com and you can sign up according to your email, and then you can go to product and then InfraWorks and then download pre-trial. So here is the link. So you can directly download from here as well, and then you can just install it. Once installation is finished, you can just sign in, and it will work for 6 months or 12 months, and it also can be renewed when you send a request to them. So once you install and you open the InfraWorks software like here, so once you open this software, so what you will see, this is the interface of our software, InfraWorks software. So you can see here, this is the first icon we can see. This is called home. So when we click home, so it will open the most recent model which you used. So for example, if you have many models and like lastly you work on any models, so when you click here, it will directly open that model. And then for example, this is the open function. So in open, for example, you have a lot of models, like I have a lot of models related to road, so you can select anyone and you can open any project if you want. And here you can create a new model. Here you can create a new model. So for the new model, so we already gave you two options that you can do these two projects. For example, if we give one project to you in TST, so you can just write that this is a project in TST or the name of the project. You can also write some details of the projects, and then you can just use the collaborate and the work locker. So this is the work locker, which is very important, and you can also select from the projects. So how we can select this, I will tell you in the model builders here. So you can select any models from the here as well. And then for the coordinate system, you can just go to Hong Kong here. For example, you can just, yeah, this is the Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, we have many codes related to road or infrastructure design. For example, if you are working in Central or other things, you can just select anyone you want. And then for the model, you can just also explain, like also have some coordinates, for example, maximum and minimum coordinates. And then also you can just, for example, you can import from the computer as well. But how we can do this, I will show you in the model builder. And then here is the in the selection, and there is the template you can select from here. And then here is a design standard that, like in Hong Kong we are left hand or left side. Usually in Hong Kong we are left side, so that is why you can select all these details, and then you can just click OK, and you can create this project. So then this is the model builder. Yes, now you can see here what is model builder. So once you click here, you can see here you are in Hong Kong. For example, if your project is in Central, for example in Central, and if we want to have like a bridge design or other road design, you can just select an area from here. So how you can do, there is two option here. You can select by a rectangle, you can select by a polygon. For example, I can use a polygon, and you can just, like, here's a polygon. And then once you have a polygon here, because I selected, yeah, you can have polygon, and then you can just import this polygon and you can save your model. So once you have saved your model, then you can open this in your, and also you can go to the 3D model as well. You can see here, so where you want to go to create your project here. So this is so easy, and you can just, yeah, you can see here, you can just select this polygon and then import this model and save by name that this is my project. And then when you have your project, then you can just open that project. This is the Autodesk document, and this is the Autodesk document. And this is very important things. For example, when you want to run any software, these document is so helpful. For example, what's new here? So you can see here it is all related to Autodesk InfraWorks 2025, like release, getting start, how to work, how to like this. So you can online help, so you can just also have some online help as well. And then you have some community, some online training offers. So you can see there's a lot of things here. So whenever you want to learn about any softwares, these document is so helpful. And then this thing is the, like, it is the account manager. You can just sign out and sign in, and you can change your privacy password and other things, manage your licenses and product as well. So this is InfraWork helps. And this is shared views, like you can open this with different panels. For example, if you have 5 members in your project, so you can add their details here and all of them can work together as well. And then here is the setting option. Some setting is very important. For example, there is some general setting, language, so you can select any language you want, like for example Chinese, Japanese, and some English and other things. For example, if you want to work in Chinese, you can select a Chinese language as well. And then some navigation and other things. This is most important, the unit configuration. So in unit configuration, we have 3 different types of unit: basic, transportation, and structure. In basic, you can just select 2 types of units: metric units and imperial units. And also, for example, if your transportation, if you want to use kilometer, feet, and other things, so then you can also select here. But we do not need to select this now, because like, but it is so important. For example, if you are working in Hong Kong, so you should follow the codes of the Hong Kong, that this is in meter or in kilometer. Otherwise there will be a big problem in your model and design. And this is the recent project which you already use. And for example, if I use this, so we can check this and we can open this. So once we open this project, so you can see here, this is the real interface of my project. So then, for example, you can see here, we already discussed the past interface of the software. You can see model development, new models. We also developed the, yes, this thing is very important. So sometimes we can also use some pre-models from different sources, like ordinance source and some point open data, and then open street maps, some data survey data as well. So you can see here, these or the some, you can download some models from here as well. So I will let you know that how we are using different models, because the current project which I am using, it is also from OpenStreetMap. So once you have this, then we need to apply on the, click on the existing model which we are using. So once you click on existing models, so the new interface will be open. And there is 4 things in this interface which is most important: manage, create, analysis, and then present. So you can see here. So this is the simple interface of the InfraWorks softwares, but this is the home interface which I already discussed, that it will open the recent project. And this is the 4 things: manage, create, analysis, and present. In manage, we have different menus, like for example about model properties, like which type of properties it is. So once we open this model properties, you can see, so the name is the row tutorial, which you already see, the tutorial 18. And this model is from OpenStreetMap. Okay, I told you that like we can use some different models from different data sets. So this model is from OpenStreetMap. So the, like, these details are just same as I mentioned you when we are creating a new project. So you can see the name, the XYZ detail of the projects, and the coordinate system. And this here is the coordinate system, you can see here. and this is the Terrian and other things. The code is Ashto, and the right hand is this detail is so same like in Hong Kong. And then here is the content, like data sources, like you can import some data sources as well. Like for example, you can see here, if you want to import any other data, you can just click here, add import data, you can here, and then you can just add some data here as well. And then this is the display, like how you want to display, how you want to show your project. And then yeah, this is the point cloud. And then here is the create, like we will create our own model here. So you can see in create we have some transportation data, and then we have some, like for example in transportation we have component road and planning road and barrier and other things. So I will discuss what is component road and what is planning road, because we are mostly working on these two things, and this is most important in InfraWorks software. So that is why you should focus on this. And then for the structure we can use some bridges, tunnel and buildings as well. And then for the drainage system we have some culvert, pipeline and connector as well. And then also we have some environment as well, some lighting system, boarding, sign, signals and other things. So you can use these things as well. Then we need analysis, like analysis. For the analysis we need some profile optimization, coordinate optimization, traffic simulation, side distance and other things as well. And you can some structure analysis as well, like how this bridge and some this tunnel is working and other things. And this is the drainage system. And then this is the final simulation and various animations of the projects. So you can see this is the simple, and this is some, like for example you can see the viewpoints, and this is the distance. You can just measure some things. And this thing is also, I told you that, like uh, the account manager, health and setting and other things as well. So you can see here, this is the general overview of the infrastructure. We already discussed what is manage, create, analysis, and present and share. So once we open this software, you can see I already discussed manage, create, and other things. So then another is the unit configuration. I already discussed this thing, that you can, how you can do unit configuration. So you can just go to setting, and here is like a unit configuration, navigations, models and other things here. And then yeah, you can see here, this is the, like you can see basic, transportation and structure as well. And then there is a road design. So for road design I will select this area, because there is a start point and then end point, and there is some water. We can some input some bridges as well, and then we can also have interchanges as well. So that is why I want to select these areas. And for the road, yes, now this is two. When you want to create a road, there is two things. One is the component road and another is the planning road. So these two things is very important. So that is why I am forcing these things to you, that this is most important, because in I will create a planning road here and then component road here, and you will see the difference between them. So here is the theoretical background of the component road. So in component road, this is most important. You can visualize it and you can analyze it, because it has engineering parameters. But in planning road, you can visualize but you cannot analyze. For example, if you want to create a planning road, okay, you can create here, but then you cannot do analysis for it. Like for example, the profile optimization and other things will be like, it will be hidden. You cannot do these things here. So that is why, like I will focus on these things and I will use these things as well. So now you can see here, here is the road design. So now we can come to the software. So for the road design, for example, if I come to here anywhere, and you can see here, there is some points. First of all, like as I told you, I will consider this is the start point and this is our end point. And then I can create some other roads as well. Or here I will create a planning road, and here I will compound node, and then we can see what is the difference between them and why we can do not analysis for the one road and we can do analysis for the other road. So for example, we do not need, when we start working, we do not need to work on manage, because like manage is just like you can control, you can just see the final products and the final details and properties of the model. So how we can start, we can just we can start from create. So in create, we have four things. One is transportation, structure, drainage, and environment. So I will start from the transportation. So in transportation, we have two things. One is planning route and one is component route. So that I told you, when we use planning route, you can do whatever you want, but you cannot do analysis. In component route, you can do anything, but you can also do analysis. For example, first of all, I want to do a planning road. So in planning road, we have multiple roads, but I want to use a side wall with mediums. Like I want to use, like you can use medium. Like there is a lot of here. Yeah, for example, there is a lot of road here. For example, if I want to use this one, so you can use anyone, no problem here. So you can just select and then right click, and then here is right click two times. You can just select two times, right click. You can see here, this is the road here now. You can see a lot, and this is the detail of the road. You can easily see, yeah, this is the road. Now you can see, if you want, you can check, yeah, you can zoom in and event. This is the lighting and this is the grill, and you can see there is two line and three line as well. But when you see here, uh, in this road, for example, here is a water and we do not know how we can build a road on water, so it is impossible. So that is why we can just create some bridges here as well. So this is the road, and you can see the detail of the road as well. And also you can click here and you can see the properties here, and this is the properties, but we do not need to check these properties. And you can also, like for example, if you want to do here, and then you can go to the manage and you can select other, you can go to style of fillet. So here you can see, here is a barrier, here is a coverage, there is a packet, 3D model, and other things. For example, if you want to select any other types of road, you can also select other types. You can see there is a lot of roads. You can select any road, just drag and drop here. So it is so easy here, and you can easily do all these things. Whenever what type of road you want, you can just drag and drop here. So now we want to do other things here, because I told you that like here is the water and we do not need to build a road on water. What we will do, we need some bridges here. And another thing is there is a lot of cut and fill area here. We do not need this type of road. So that is why what we will do some, for example, from here, this point, we need to split this. You can see here, now I split this. Why? Because I want to do in this area, yeah, in this area I want to split as well. Why? Because we do not need road here, because we need bridge here. So if you want to have a bridge here, how we can do, as I told you, you can just go to manage and you can go to the style fillet, and then here you can go to road. Yeah, here is road. So in road you can select anything. For example, here is a bridge, so I can just select bridge and just drag and drop. You can see here, now this is bridge, not a road. You can see this is a bridge here. And now for this bridge, so we have a lot of details as well, so no problem, you can select all details as well. And for example, if you want to check like if you want to change any detail here, so you can change this detail as well. Actually, I cannot press the escape button because when I escape, then the recording will be closed. So that is why I am a little bit confused in this thing. And then you can see here, this is the thing. And you can also check, and you can also select other types of the file as well. So you can also do these things. And another things, for example, here, if you want, for example, if you want to add some vertex, like if you want to remove vertex, also you can do this. For example, this is center, and you can also do this thing, and you can also do some vertex as well here. You can see this is the another types of bridge here. And also you can remove this if you do not like. And another things, you can also, for example, you can click here, and you can just check the profile of the road as well. And convert road, okay, we do not need to check it. Yeah, okay. And this is the road. And another thing is also, like, for example, if you want to add, this is in create, you can just select this thing. You can check all the detailed model properties. You can check model explorer, proposal, and other things. And also, I like, for example, if there are other data sources, you can also. And if you want to change the style, I told you that, like, you can easily change the style here. We use all this function. We do not need to use this surface and other things. And this was in create. And I told you, now for this I cannot do analysis. Why? Because, for example, if I want to check the analysis, for example, here, if I go to analysis, I cannot do analysis here. Why? Because I told you that, like, here we cannot do analysis for this. Define this. You can see here, this feature is only available on parameter gutter. Otherwise, you cannot do this. It is only for parametric. I told you, this planning road can do not have the parametric properties. So that is why we cannot do this. Otherwise, the rest of the things you can do. For example, if you want to create, and if you want to add some things like lighting, for example, in lighting, you want to check the lighting, and then in lighting, you have some, for example, I want to use this lighting. Okay, I can use this lighting, and then you can just click here, and then here, 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 here. For example, two times. Just I press, you can see here, I just installed the lighting system as well. You can see this is the additional lighting here. And for example, if you want to select this, you can select other types of lighting as well. If you want to increase the size, you can increase the size. If you want to rotate it, you can just select this. You can just click this and just select this. You can just rotate as well. So this is the road. So far what we will do, this is our planning road. And in planning road, we also did, first of all, we planning road, and then we have some bridges and other things as well, and some other environment as well, but we cannot do analysis for this. So that is why now for analysis, I want to check another road. For example, here I want to go to create. Here I want to build some other road, which is called component road, and I want to click here in component road. Yeah, this is component road now. So again, you can see this is a component road. you can come here, you can, yeah, this is the, see, we can check the detail as well, I can show you later. But in this component road, what we can do, in this component road, what we can do, we want to create a bridge here. So the same things we can do, but this bridge will be different from the other things. For example, if I want to add bridge here, what we will do, because here I can add from here I can add bridges, because I want to go up to here. Why? Because there is a lot of cut and fill area. We do not need a lot of cut and fill area. So that is why I need to install a bridge here. So it will take some time. Yeah, you can see now this is a bridge. This is a bridge, and they automatically give you the peer and the file as well. So now you can do some vertices and other things as well, but we do not need to show these things here. And some properties is different from here. You can see this is the, like for example, if you want to check the road, you can just select the road and deck and other things. If you want to hide, you can just hide these things as well, so you can see all these details in other things as well. Also, you can show these things as well, like show clipping, result girder, quantities, and other things as well. Now for this, we can use analysis. So that is why I was telling, this is a planning road, and uh, this is the component road. So in component road also, you can, like for example, you can add some lighting. Like for example, if you want to add some lighting here, you can go to the environment, you can go to lighting. For example, this time I want to select this lighting, so you can just click here, like center line, and then center line, center line, and then center line, double click. You can see here there is some lighting as well. So you can do anything you want here in component road as well. But the problem is that, for example, if you want to do uh, some analysis, you cannot do in planning, but you can do in the component road as well. So it means that we cover the road and the bridge in InfraWorks. So the next step is the, like we cover the manage. Like in manage, I told you that, like, here's a property model. In property model, you can just check, like here, you can just check the property model properties here. You can see this is the road, and then this is the properties of the whole model. And also, if you want to some properties here, some you can just do some property, replace components, split components. You can also do these things as well here. So what I want to do is, the in create we have road. And also, for example, if you want to have a barrier, you can just also select a barrier. For example, which type of barrier? Okay, we want to select this type of barrier. So you can just select this and this and this, double click here. You can see this is a barrier, but I am just creating this barrier without any dimension. So then you can just use your own dimension as well. Then, yeah, for example, if you want to add the drainage system, for drainage system, I think it is so easy. Like for drainage system, for example, you can just select this road from here to here. Mm, here to here. Yeah, this is another road. This is the same uh, component road. In this component road, for example, if you want to install the drainage pipe, you can just select the drainage. For example, if it's a red drainage, so you can just select from here, and the same over all five, you can just install the pipe. Here is like the drainage system as well. We can see here, this is a drainage system. So then you can check the properties. You can see here, This is the property of the pipeline. You can update some properties as well. But I am just telling you that like how we can do these things here. But I am not teaching you these things here. And we have some road. This is the planning road, this is the component road, this is some drainage system as well. Now the last step is the last step which we want to cover is the analysis. For the analysis, what we will do, for example, this is the structure element. This is the structure element. For example, I selected this structure element and we need to go to analysis. For analysis, like you can do various type of analysis like optimization, like profile optimization, you want corridor optimization, traffic simulation. So what type of simulation you want to do? And also, like for example, like if you want to have a line girder analysis, refined analysis, you can do, like for example, which type of analysis you want. So you can do, like for example, some people are doing some profile optimization, that how your profile, how your road is looking like. And also, like sometimes you can also check the profile here as well. Like yeah, you can show station in profile. You can see here, this is my profile. And also you can just check some properties here. You can change some properties here in profile as well here, but we do not need to check it. Maybe it will upload it if will be updated, but we do not need here. So I am just here showing some of the properties of this. For example, I told you we need analysis. For the analysis, for example, I selected this and I want to have a line girder analysis. For example, I want to do some line girder analysis here. So what you will do, like for example, this is a setting. For the setting, you need to have a project name. For example, like you can give the name of the project and the job name is this. You can just give the name, but I do not need to give the name because of the time. And permissible factors, so what type of factors you want to use according to the load. And then there is the output and other things, so you can do all these things. For example, if you do, we can do a lot of analysis. I am telling you again, like we are not restricted to any. Like for example, it depends on you. You can do profile optimization, corridor optimization, traffic simulation, site distance, and other things. And we can also do some girder analysis because I am civil engineering, so that is why I want to have some girder analysis here. For girder analysis, I am using, for example, line girder analysis, and this is the name. For example, if I want to start analysis, so it will take some time because the analysis is start, and it will take almost 1 minute. You can see here, here is cancel analysis and here is creating analysis. This is very good software in terms of analysis and other things. You can do a lot of simulation, a lot of analysis just in 1 minutes and 1.5 minutes. So like profile optimization and other things, you can see here, this is running analysis and this is 0 to 3, and we are waiting for the results. It is still running analysis. Yeah, the result is almost completing because it is just downloading the result here. And once it will be 100%, then we can see the results as well. So yeah, we haven't any project name and we also do not have a job name, and because there was a short of time, so that is why I'm not covering all details. But I hope like in your case you can just, yeah, you can see the analysis is completing. There is a three girders analyzed, and the three girders satisfied design requirements, and you can see here. So here, so once we have open output folders, you can see the result here, and analysis is completed here. And we want to check the result. Here is a setting, here is the result. Analysis is completing, and we want to update the result here. Wait, I think it is not ready until now. We need to wait, and once it is visible, then we can check our result as well. And here it was mentioned that like you can just select a girder and then you can just check the results. So you can see here, this is the standard design Ashto LRFD, and this is the live load of this, the dead load of this, and the transport, the pre-stress transport is here, and then construction stage, electrical stage, and shear stage as well. And then you can also open output folder and open in ASD file. You can also view some report here. So there is, like you can see, here is a PDF report. It is almost like many pages. Every detail is here. You can see here a lot of results, a lot of formulas, structure formulas. I think if someone from our class is from structural engineering, so they can easily understand all these results and analysis, that how we can do these analysis here. So we can see here, there is a lot of formulas and other things. If you are doing the same things, the like if you are following the codes, so it will be so easy for you. And you can see there is a lot of profiles, there are a lot of other things as well. So this was the analysis. And now we can go here. Yeah, this was one analysis. And also, for example, if you want here, we selected this bridges, and we can also do some transportation analysis, for example, profile optimization. And for the profile optimization, you can do some optimization as well. You can select some things like, for example, the start gap and other things. You can do the profile optimization as well here. And the external and other things, you can select all these things, and then you can just run optimization. And then at the end, we have some the animation where you, like for example, you can storyboard, and you can draw the storyboard optimization, and you can do all these things, all these details, values, and other things in the software itself as well. So I think this was some tutorial related to our InfraWorks software. You can see for this we cannot do some analysis because this was a planning role. So you can see, like I want to give you a summary of the whole tutorial. So in this tutorial, first of all, we explain the manage. So in manage, we can check a lot of properties and other things here. So this was the model properties, and this was the model explorer, but we do not need to model explore because there is analysis, and there is some like layers and other thing, area of interest, disconnection, and other things. You can check all these things for the model itself. And then we also have some the content, like we also use data sources. Which data sources we are using, we also discuss the fillet. And you can see here in fillet we have a lot of like grain, drainage, 3D system, and other things. You can just drag and drop here as well. You can just replace this with other shape as well. For example, if I want here, I want to select remove vertex. Yeah, I want to remove vertex here. And if I want to select this road, and then I want to have some other road, I can give you one example here. You do not need to worry about this. And yeah, for example, this road, and we want to, yeah, for example, if I want to replace this road with these things, yeah, you can just, yeah, you can see here, we can just replace the road here. There is some trees, there is some road, a beautiful road here, and you can just select and you can just change other things as well. But the problem is that in this road you cannot do analysis, because I told you that this is a planning road, and for planning road you can, for example, if you want to do this, you can see here this feature is not available for this road. Why? Because this is only available for the other things. But for the other properties you can check other properties as well. You can just, like for example, you can just change other properties like add vertex, remove vertex, display prints, and other things. You can do these things as well. So we covered manage and we cover display as well. Like for example, this is just nothing, just like to show in different layers. For example, if you have different type of roads and other things, you want to see some layers and you do not want to see other layers, you can just turn off that layers. And then this is the product, and in create we already try all these things, mainly component road, planning road. We also try barriers, and we also try some like the bridges. And also yes, for example, if you want to create some buildings, for example, if I want to create some buildings, I can create, you can select any buildings you want. For example, I want to select this building, and I want to have this building here. Like you can just select some buildings here. Yeah, you can see here we have some buildings as well. No need of other buildings. For example, if you want to increase the height, you can just increase the height as well. But if you want to delete, just like delete the clip, you can just delete this as well. And if you want to have another types of buildings, you can just, for example, you can go to buildings, and then you can go to another buildings. There is a lot of buildings here, so you can select any one you want. Some single story, some double stories. Yeah, so I think you can select any buildings you want. And then yeah, you can select some culvert and some pipeline and pipeline connector as well. So if you want, you can do anything you want. And then we have some environment. In environment, I already discussed these things. There is no need to just discuss it again. And then in analysis, I told you that how we can do structure and other things. And then at the end, we have presentation. So I think this is the end of our course. And if you need any help and other things, you can just let me know, and you can just send me an email. But like in in this course, you need to learn some things about the transportation and some things about the structure analysis, because when you are doing the scheduling and cost estimation, so you can easily find in this analysis. So I think that's it about the InfraWorks software. And we already use the drainage here. And if you want to add, for example, if you want to add some culvert here, you can just add some culvert here as well, like here. So there will be some culvert here. Yeah, you can see this is the culvert here. I think it is so easy. InfraWorks is so easy, and you can do all these things in InfraWorks software. So this was the things which we already did it. And then another thing is the, yeah, building. For the building, I can show you some other buildings as well. Maybe. Okay, that's it. That's it. We can do anything you want. Yeah, this is the another building, and you can also increase the height of the building as well. Yeah, that's it. So I think I want to finish this video here. At the end, if you have any question, please feel free to contact me. And I think the T of this subject will give me my email to you. So if anyone have any questions related to InfraWorks and related to Revit, so he or she can directly contact me or send me an email. So that's it. And okay, bye bye.